everybody, Mates Wasn't here. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you happen to be watching this. So today we're gonna be, we're gonna be talking about self-confidence. Because for a lot of us, there's a lot of things that we don't get to do just because we don't have that self-confidence, right? So here I'm gonna share a quote with you from Samuel Johnson. It goes, "Self-confidence is the first prerequisite to great undertakings." So yeah, so if there's any more that we want to accomplish in life, we got to have that self-confidence. We always have to, we always want to be working on our self-confidence. Just because if you don't have that self-confidence, there's not a lot we're going to try just because, I mean, we would be too afraid to try it. And we would think that we don't have what it takes to be able to accomplish whatever it is that we're thinking of accomplishing, right? So, and also, another thing that another quote that I want to share with you from Ralph Waldo Emerson. Like, how sometimes we always go, oh, I wish I can be like you, or I wish I can do, I wish I can, be more like you, be more like her, be more like whoever, right? So here, he says it's about self-reliance. He says, envy is ignorance and imitation is suicide, right? So you don't want to be anyone else but you. You are unique, and that's what makes you special. We all are very unique in our own ways. So you find that gift within you. You find that special talent that lies within you. You don't have to be anyone else. You find that special talent that sleeping deep inside of you. People are gonna want to be like you, right? So you don't have to keep wishing to be in, that you're this person or you're that person, right? Just be yourself, and you will stand out, right? Just look for that, that hidden passion in you, right? And you will find it. So, yeah, so, you gotta realize that there's beauty in being yourself. And also, you want to ask yourself this question. Who do you want to be? Who are you really? Right? And, what part of you do you really want to bring out? Right? Because I remember before, like I've tried so many things before, but one of the things I've tried was real estate. And I realized when I was doing it, I wasn't being myself. Because it's just not my personality. Like, my personality is like, I always just, want to be happy and, want to explore my creativity, that kind of stuff, right? I'm all about cute stuff, that kind of thing. But, so when I got into real estate, it's like all serious, right? I don't know. I've just met with all like real estate people, and they are just really not my kind of people. So yeah, so anyways, so so just bring out, just bring out the natural you. Just, you have inner beauty, just bring it out, right? And you got to think about what part of you really want to bring out. What part of you do you really want to highlight? What part of you do you want people to see? What part of you do you want to share with everybody? Something that you're going to excel in, because, that's really who you are, right? And also with confidence, say for example, there's something that you want to do, but you don't have, you don't know how to do it, you don't have any experience, or you don't have any knowledge. The thing is, like with confidence, we build confidence when we have the knowledge about it and we have the experience. So the thing is, if there's something you can do something which is even if it's completely different from what you're doing now, right? Say for example, for me, like from being, I finished accounting in school, but at the same time, it's not really my thing. It got so boring for me after a year in, oh yeah, I know it took me that long to actually feel it. But anyways, yeah. So, for me, that's not really my thing. I don't know. Yeah, like I said, I didn't really know what I wanted to get into. I just thought maybe, that's what like others in my family were doing, so that's why I thought, maybe I'll just do whatever they were doing. I wasn't really thinking, right? But at the same time, if you are doing something now and you're not loving it, and there's something that you really want to do, right, you can always make that switch. You're not stuck to doing whatever you're doing, right? See, for example, you're I don't know, maybe I'll just use accounting as an example, right? Say for example, you're in accounting now, but it's not, it's not something that you get up every morning feeling really excited about. And for example, what you really want to do is baking, for example, or cooking, right? Or, you can get into that field. You're not stuck doing what, you're not stuck in the career path you're on right now, right? You can always switch it. So, and if you don't have that confidence, the way you can build it is, get the knowledge. Say, for example, you want to be a chef, right? So you want to take courses that kind of, that will kind of move you towards that direction. So when you have the knowledge and then you get some experiences, that will build up your self-confidence. That will build up the confidence in yourself that you can do it, right? And that the thing is, like, when you have a passion for it, it's so easy to learn it just because it's really just nothing. It's just kind of like uncovering, like, kind of like, taking these layers off of you, and then finally you've revealed what you're truly passionate about. You've revealed what you're really, truly going to excel at, right? And so, yeah, you got to realize it's not about where you've been. It's always about where you want to go, right? So that's why I keep saying you're not stuck where you are. If there's something something else you want to do, somewhere else you'd rather be, you can always go for that. Okay? And, you can do anything. Even if you haven't done it before, you can always make that switch. And so this is where changing your paradigm comes in, right? So paradigms and cybernetics work the same way, because our paradigms are cybernetics mechanism within us. And cybernetics, I looked it up. It means the science of communications and automatic control systems in both machines and living things. So when we say our paradigms are cybernetics mechanism within us, so that means, like, how we, how I've always, covered paradigms before, how it is our, mental conditioning or mental programming. So that is it, the paradigms and the cybernetics. So the thing is, like, our paradigm now is set at, say, for example, me, and when I was doing accounting, right? Like, my paradigm was set at, as me being an accountant, me doing accounting. Like, I couldn't really see myself doing anything else, right? I couldn't really imagine myself doing anything else, but it's not really something that I was excited about. So yeah, so I had to change my paradigm and shift it to a way that, that I truly believe, I truly believe that, that I'm not meant to be in the accounting industry just because, it doesn't make me feel, it doesn't make me come to life, right? So you can do the same. So for, if your paradigm is set at you being a certain, doing a certain job or being in a certain position, you can always change that. See yourself as being the person who you really want to be. And, with repetition, you can change your paradigm, and you can actually program and condition yourself into becoming this person that you really want to be. Okay, an example with this would be the thermostat, like, our home thermostats, right? Because how, for newer homes, I guess, when you can set your thermostat at a certain temperature, right? And that is the programming. So if it gets cooler, right, the thermostat will kick in, and then it will adjust the temperature into the number that you set it at, right? And then when it gets warmer, again, the thermostat will kick in and adjust the temperature to where it should be, right? So it's the same way with our paradigms. So, when we're experiencing something different, it kind of makes us adjust our actions to match the paradigm, right? Say, for example, me being in the accounting department, if I'm doing something different, I'm kind of like, my paradigm is kind of like holding me back, pushing, kind of like holding me back from doing something different, because my paradigm is not used to that new thing, right? So that's why it needs constant repetition. So to reconstruct your results, you need to reconstruct your paradigm, right? So the question is, what do you want to reconstruct? Okay, so I'm going to leave you with that. If you have any thoughts or questions, leave them in the comments below. And, feel free to visit my page at yourdreamsareworthit.com. That's it for today. See you on the next video. Have yourself an awesome day, and thanks so much for watching. Bye for now.